Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at how we were trading gold this morning. Gold initially coming into the US session was actually in an uptrend on our 30-minute chart. We were making higher highs, higher lows. Our 5 and 13 had crossed to the upside, and price actually triggered a bull flag in the London session, pushed up, actually closed above resistance at the 50 EMA and was working its way higher. But then as we came into the US session, we left this giant topping tail and the entire body of the bar was all selling, and we closed back underneath support at on the 50 EMA. So this was a very, very bearish bar. Now 5 and 13 hadn't crossed to the downside yet. The next bar, which was our trigger bar, caused that. The next bar also causing the fast and slow line to cross to the downside. But that set up our significant support right here at this previous pivot low. Because again, higher high, higher low, higher high. This was our previous pivot low. So this is our significant support. That was at 1740.3, right at the 200 EMA. You can see 1740.3 right at the 200 EMA. We know the 50 EMA, 200 EMA are significant support and resistance. This was our next significant support line. We had a really bearish shooting star. The next bar triggered it to the downside, breaking under support. And then gold caught a nice move to the downside, causing 513 to cross to the downside, causing the fast and slow line to cross to the downside. We pushed down, got significantly undervalued, and we ended up actually getting significantly undervalued right at our target zone. So we hit our target, and it was a good place to take profits because, as you can see, we got a little pullback here. We got one more little push down, then pull back. We've now triggered another bear flag. Gold's kind of drifting its way lower off of that, but we've already made a decent move in gold. You're about $16, $17 off the high in gold, which is a decent move. I mean, gold can make some big moves, but $16, $17 in one day is still a pretty decent move in gold. This is what that looked like on our Renko chart. This previous pivot low right here was that support line at 1740.3. And we triggered that shooting star right in here, or we formed that shooting star in here, triggered it here, broke under our support line, and then we pushed down, pulled back to the 18, made another move lower, had trail stop failure, and moved lower right down into our target. Again, our target was 1732. And as you know, those who trade with us especially know this, we trade to targets all the time. Our entry was the break of 1740.3. Our target was 1732. So potential, again, just depends on how you trade and how you manage your trades, but the potential to grab $800 on that move down per contract. Good place to take profits because at that point we were significantly undervalued on our 30-minute chart. We were significantly undervalued at a target zone, so that's always a good place to take profits. At the very least, tighten your stops. And gold did pull back from that zone. Again, we had hit significantly undervalued. Pullbacks are not uncommon when we hit significantly undervalued on 30-minute chart. Now we ended up making a fast line zero touch off the 34 for another nice push down in gold. And then another little pullback, and we're pulling down again on 30-minute bear flag. Not getting a lot of follow through on this, but again, gold has already made a pretty big move for the day. This is Monday, and there's not a lot of volume in the market today, anyways. So it's a good place to have taken profits was right here at our target, and ended up with a nice short trade in gold.